My name is Sisanda Mgozula. I've got masters in social development, and I also have honors also in social development and also BTech in public relations. I'm hoping to do my PhD probably next year. Now at the moment I'm trying to get some work. What I'm interested in is basically community development, but focusing on youth development, because I've got a heart for young people. Growing up also in a community whereby it is disadvantaged and you need to find your way up. So that's the reason that made me to be like in love with the youth development. And even my thesis, it was focusing on how the impact of gang violence on young people in their educational attainment. So my focus is in that, and hopefully one day I will pursue that and make a success of it. Coming from Khayelitsha, a side B, as based in Cape Town. It's one of the I can say biggest townships in Cape Town, and also marginalized and social excluded. I grew up I'm coming from a family of 7, but now we are 6. My brother passed away in 2010, and I was raised by a single parent. Growing up in that, my mother has always been my breadwinner, like our breadwinner, and she encouraged me in so many things. And yeah, but you know, growing up in that environment has taught me so many things, you know, how to look up for yourself and all of that. I had to know what I want firstly, and you know, transforming my mind. As much as I grew up in such an environment that was so disadvantaged, that I didn't have so many opportunities, but you know, growing up where my mother, when she could not afford certain things for me, where she had to take me to my aunts and all of that, and going to their places, having kids that were in tertiary, you know, had all the privileges, you know, made me to think that I also want to reach that, you know, that point in my life whereby I'll be independent, I will do things by myself. So, and the difficulty of growing up in that situation, you know, my aunts being harsh to me, my stepfather being harsh to me, and I told myself that I don't want to live this, like I don't want to live like this for the rest of my life. So I decided, like, you know what, in order for me to get out of this situation, I have to study hard, I have to go to school, I have to push regardless of the circumstances, you know. So I had that mentality that as much as I'm coming from this background, but that is not who I am. You know, I'm more than what my background can be. So that for me made a difference. Also having people, you know, like I spoke about myself, having those kind of people that who are harsh to you, you know, who can show you this is life and all of that. As much as at that time I was like, I had that thing of not liking them, not the way that they treated me, but now I realized that if it was not for them being so harsh to me and mistreating me and all of that, I wouldn't have made it that far. And also looking at my mother, how hard she worked, like being a domestic worker, how she had to look after 7 kids, and knowing the man of being a domestic worker, you know, it made me to think, I don't want to be like her, I don't want to end up like her, you know. I need to build something for myself, and I need to make sure, as much as to show other people, as much as you are from this community, but you can make something out of yourself, and you can shine among, you know, the environment, that you can become the light, you know, in the midst of the darkness. So I think that what made a difference. Also having the teachers, you know, in high school motivating you, even though at times you don't see the strength that you have within you, but people that who saw something in you, you know, so that you have the potential, you can make it. And that for me, it was a determination. I was like, okay, there are people out there who see something so beautiful in you, even though you don't see, because of the surroundings, the environment that you are in. So that pushed me, and I'm so grateful for that. Mrs. Dilara, for example, the lady that I worked for when I was in London, you know, that woman saw something in me, you know, coming from black township schools, you know, and English and all of those things, you know, you're not equipped enough, you know. So that she helped me a lot. She taught me how to stand for yourself. She taught me how to speak, how to present yourself, you know. She taught me all of those things, and she told me that you don't have to feel pity for yourself. Just because you're coming from a certain environment does not mean that you are that environment. So she's one of the people that really helped me, you know, in my success, in my academics, but she helped me also in my tuition fees and all of that when I started at CPUT. And also another person is Joseph. You know, I met Joseph when I came to UCT, and you know, through his words, you know, through his support, and he believed in me. You know, he believed in me. He would encourage me. He was like a mentor to me. He's still a mentor to me. You know, I remember when he told me that it was hard when I was doing my honors, and then he said, I know you're going to do masters. I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't think I'm fit enough. But he believed in me. He encouraged me. He you know, when someone sees something that is so beautiful out of something that is no one will notice, you know, but he saw something in me that no one could, and I thank God for him. And also my mother. My mother, as much as she did not play a bigger role in terms of financially for me, like in terms of education and all of that, but I think that it's what pushed me. You know, seeing her struggle, seeing her perseverance, seeing her, you know, looking after us with the little money that she has, you know, it made me to see something that is so beautiful in someone that, you know, from the little that she has, but she is able to split it, you know, for us. And I'm grateful for her, and you know, I love her so much. And Mary, this other friend of mine, she's one of the best also. She's been like a sister to me, a best friend, you know, and she's one of the people that I'm grateful for. And also in terms of my academics, also she pushed me. She told me that, Sisanda, I know that you can be something, and I know you have it in you, and I'm grateful for those people and other people that I know I have not mentioned, but there's various people that really helped a lot in my life. And also my professors like Eric Atmore, you know, or Vivian, you know, I thank God for them. Yeah. My vision for the Braids, I want to see Braids like not only operating, you know, like locally, but I want to see Braids also operating nationally, even beyond that, because such initiatives, they really need to be seen, you know, by so many people, because you know, it is really to see such initiatives being operated by young Black women South Africans, because most of the time you will see an initiative coming from Europe and all of that being, you know, implemented in those communities, but those people, as much as they are doing a good work, they don't know the feeling of being there. But such initiatives like Braids, you know, being ran by people who know the struggle, who've been there, who have seen it all. Some of them, like some of the people, experience being part of those communities. So my vision, I just want it to be influential to so many women out there, Black women, and I want it to see making like a huge difference to young girls out there, and also grooming those girls to be leaders one day, to also to making a difference to other young girls, and also boosting their communities. I believe that success does not come overnight. You work for it, and you persevere, and you believe in God that as much as that at the moment that things are not working out in your life, and you're surrounded by things that are negative, not like you don't have that positive, that oomph that makes you want to wake up every day. But I believe that every situation, there's an end for it, and you need to make sure that you persevere, you have patience, and you loving, you know, you need to have humanity within you regardless of what is happening in your life. And believe you me that you will succeed in life, and making sure that humility is part of you in whatever that you do.